Hey friends, Miss Art Garden here, and today I'm going to redesign my old avatar. Here's my old avatar. This is her fully colored, and it's been quite a few years since I designed her, so I thought it's time for her to have a little bit of an upgrade. I'm kind of getting a fresh start, and I'll go into a little bit about like why I was gone. It wasn't totally in my control. Starting with the sketch layer, and to start off with, my Photoshop crashed. It's one of the reasons why I've been having such a hard time lately, but I've faced technological problems before. Okay, so we're gonna start with sketching out some shapes. I want to kind of simplify the design. My original one, she's kind of, I think, overcomplicated. So yeah, let's start by, we'll draw a nice oval face. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of a chin, but the typical chibi kind of style where you'll have the squished face, kind of like it's like a toddler almost. And yeah, I gotta get my sea legs back, the equivalent drawing sea legs. I can't think of a analogy that ties that in right. I gotta get my brain back working too, apparently. Although to be fair, I don't think my brain ever worked all that well. So that can be sort of the shape. It cheeks up a little bit, and this is maybe a little bit too ET stretched, so we'll pull it in a bit like that. Alright, got a head shape. That's the start. Always nice to have a head. Should we do the face first and then draw on the body? Yeah, let's do that. I think I made the eyes like a little too detailed. I think in this one, we're just gonna have kind of a simplified eye like so. Make it a little bit bigger than the last one. I'm actually wondering if I even need the bottom of an eye. I kind of like the idea of it just being without. Let's give it a try without, and we can add it in later if we want. Move this over so the oh, it quit unexpectedly. That was a little while ago, but thank you. Okay, and then we'll draw like a little bit of a nose and then a nice little mouth. I'm not crazy about the proportions. Let's move this eye in first because it seems a wee bit stretched out. And I'm gonna adjust this face because it just seems like it's a little too far down. Yeah, we do a little warp tool fixing so we can adjust it without having to constantly redraw it. Alright, and we'll draw in some eyebrows. I'm just gonna keep making adjustments. That's all it's about. Art is all about adjustments. Just like real life, it's all about making adjustments. I think I'm just making the face smaller and smaller. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna come back and draw the hair in later. Let's get the body in a little bit. I'm gonna blow this out a bit and move this up. Give myself a wee bit more room. Okay, so let's draw on the base of the body. I'm gonna move the head, tilt it up a bit like this. And something like that. Last time I think this always was a little bit too long. So I'm gonna shrink that down a bit, give the waist there, and maybe sketch in where the butt will go, somewhere around here. Let's shrink it up. I want a little more room. The legs, we can do the same kind of thing. So we have one that's like this, and one that's like this. Maybe not quite that stretched. Tweak this chest area in first because I kind of want it to have a little bit more of a dynamic pose. And I'll adjust the legs for that. Yeah. Alright, so we'll kind of sketch in the idea of how we want her to sit like this, and then we'll have one over here for her pose with her paintbrush, like so. And then the paintbrush can be like that. So she'll be holding it like that, and then the arm will be like that. That's the general idea. I'm making more adjustments on her face if I can get my computer to work. Okay. I got a spinning beach ball. We all know how that works. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw in like her body proportions a little bit more and adjust this, and that'll come in and out like so. It's a little bit less long on the torso. And I have the legs like so. Give them a little bit more meat, I think. So yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about like where I've been. The Rona, I guess that's what we'll call it, so we don't get censored by YouTube. I take care of people who are older and I've been doing all the shopping and all the outside activities and stuff because they're a little bit worried about catching it, and I don't want to catch it either and give it to them, so I've been going out looking Extra stylish. And going out to town is an all-day adventure because I live out in the middle of nowhere. It takes a long time to drive in. When I get back, I take half the day to sanitize everything. I wipe all the food products I can down with wipes, and I wash the veggies and fruits with a little bit of diluted dish soap. It's been an added draw on my schedule, we'll say. Okay, so let's draw her bangs. I always kind of like the idea of the bang going over a little bit, so I think I'm going to redesign and give her bang a little bit of volume on this side, and I can move that over if I need to, and then we'll have some, you know, like it's breaking there, and then it breaks here, and then we'll have this go down on this side. She's looking really extra cutesy compared to the original. I don't know if I quite like the toddler look. Let's give her some dimension to her hair. This is looking a little too beehivey, but I'll fix it. And I think I'll maybe give it a little more volume. Yeah. And I think I might give her a headband too. Something in her hair just to kind of give her a little more style. Yeah, so that's kind of partly what's been drawing on my schedule. But also I have been I'm trying to think of the word to use. Been targeted by a music rights owner or whatever, and they've been going after me saying that I broke copyright on songs that they own the copyright to, even though I only use public domain songs that I make my own recording of via GarageBand. I put those notes in one at a time. Mistakes and all, and they were trying to claim them, and yeah, I had to do a lot of like the filing the paperwork. I hate how you have to give them all your information because I've been getting a lot of spam email lately, and I wonder if there's a connection. I can't prove it. They went like multiple rounds with me, so I was pretty sure at one point my channel was about to receive a bunch of strikes, and it's just really disheartening. In addition to that, I got put back on like being the spam channel, so when I go and watch people's videos and then I comment, apparently they think I'm spamming. I think part of that is when I try to answer all my own comments and then I go to and comment on other people's, so I'm gonna have to figure out in the future. I haven't really been anywhere. I've been kind of disheartened and going through all the stuff. I just kind of lost my heart for it for a while, and yeah, I hope you guys can forgive me. But yeah, now that I've kind of gotten clear of the copyright strike stuff, I feel like a little bit more comfortable trying to come in and get back into it. So yeah, let's take a look how this looks so far. I don't know if I'm like 100% happy with this yet. Let's flip it. We'll keep going. We just need to keep tweaking it. I'm gonna tweak it. Needs a little tweaking. Might do something a little bit different there. Something a little bit more like that. And we have some kind of wrinkles on the system. I think in the original one I wanted a dress, but it always had that line there, which really elongated the torso even more. So I'm just gonna add this short skirt coming out at this area and not have like a full line here. Same kind of pleated design, I think, like right above the knees. So kind of put some break lines in here. Have a little bit more of a up shape. Okay, let's take a look. All right, something like that. I can readjust those pleats later. And okay, I just drew the hand backwards. I gotta think about this for a minute. If I am holding a brush and facing the camera and holding it like that, the thumb would be in the front, and I drew it in the back. So this would be the thumb, and let me think about this. I can figure this out, but I'm still drawing it backwards. What's wrong with me? Let's see how it fits in with the drawing. I don't think this is right. That's terrible. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna give her plain sleeves like this. Like they're buttoned now because I used to have them open, and that was always kind of something like, I don't want to deal with those sleeves. So we'll just have a sketch of a hand here. And I think this needs to come in a little bit. Cinch up a little bit. Actually, let's cinch this area up too. Warp, and you just move this in a bit. I'm just trying to make it so it's not so boxy. Gives her a little more dimension. Okay, we've had a few little adjustments here and there. I think I've shrunk this skirt up a little tiny bit. It's a start. Okay, look, it's a start. I'm gonna tweak it now with the pen tool. See how far we can get on finalizing the line. So I'll meet you back after I've agonized over that for a little bit. So it's actually the next day. But I got my line art done, my pen paths line art. Yeah, the preemptive line art. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, I have that done. I went ahead and I looked up some references so I can have some hands that aren't totally, I don't know, my brain was not working, but When all else fails, look up some references and get them to inspire you. We have some hands now that aren't like backwards. Anyways, we've got some paths laid out for the line art. I'll show you without sketch. There she is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a line layer. We're going to set our brush to, I guess, 4. There we go. And then we bring it up one. Stroke the path with simulated pressure, and that gives us a little bit of line variation. It's difficult to see, but I'll zoom in and show you. For here, you can see that this area is skinnier than this area, which is thicker. This area is a little bit thicker. This area is a little bit thinner. Anyways, that's why we do that. I'm going to make myself a note in case I draw these in mass. While we're at it, fill in these subpaths, and we have our line art. There we go. Yay! We're making progress. I might actually erase this because I don't actually want it over. And I see a little spot here. Fix this so that when we are grabbing sections with the magic wand, it's all good. So my plan now is to color it. I'm going to go based off the old colors. This is just kind of a touch-up, but I'm going to add a little bit of a twist to it. Let me just grab all the blue color first. I also added a belt. I always resist doing belts for some reason. This was originally going to be a dress, but then I was like, I'm just going to add a belt. So we're going to take this original color, and I'm going to make one a little bit lighter and make the other one maybe a little bit richer. And then I'm going to take the gradient tool and I'm going to make it so it's a little bit lighter on the bottom than at the top. So yeah, I'm going to do that for her hair and her dress. Let's grab up her hair sections, all these little areas. I'm going to make the first one just a touch more orange and the second one just a touch more vibrant. And then this time I'm going to have it lighter on top and darker on bottom. I think that'll look good. Let's make her headband blue too. I'll make her skin the same tone as the old one. Make her socks and belt, I think I'm actually going to change it to a yellow, like a very subtle pale yellow. And we'll mark the shoes the same brown. And then the eyes, zoop, we're going to pick that same vibrant green. We are just missing, I think, her eyebrows and brush itself. I think I'm just going to steal that same pale yellow. Okay, so there we go. We got base colors in, and now we just got to do the shading. And there we go, we have the old design versus the new design. Let me know what you think. Do you like the old one better? Or do you like the new one? Should I just do a whole new redesign? You hate it? Let me know your thoughts. I am interested. I think I might give it a couple days and then come back to this and decide whether I want to make it like a main one or not. And if I do, I'll draw some other ones, other poses. But anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.